Welcome everyone to another live stream. This is for my midterms. If you don't watch it, it's fine, but yeah, it will be great if you have a look at it. So, I'm studying kingdom classification with a lot of complications currently. It's not easy to study such chapters because it's illogical. It's all about cramming stuff. So, as I was saying, we're using Pomodoro technique. I'll also share my screen. Yeah. So we have the timer over here, as you can see. We have uh, 7 minutes, 50 seconds until a break time of whatever time it is. Yeah. Okay. Done. So, as per the Pomodoro technique, we are supposed to study for some time and have a break. I was at the vertebrate classes, vertebrate is actually chordata means vertebrates which have a spinal cord, okay, or vertebral column or notochord, whatever you say it. Now, when things get more detailed, you get into classes, you have 5 different classes of vertebrates. Like it comes from mammalia, reptilia, aves, amphibians. Is it amphibia? It should be amphibia. Yeah. Amphibia and piscis. Piscis is fishes, right? So we start with piscis. They have two chambered heart and gill and cold-blooded. So cartilaginous fishes and bony fishes. So there are two types of them. Shark is a cartilaginous one. Okay, and I cannot study in such detail. Because I have still I covered chapter 4 and chapter 5 as well. Okay, 18, 19 it's covered. Let's say it's worst case scenario. We have 8 and 13 completed. Then we have 6 more chapters to go until we can rest peacefully. Okay, 5 minutes of Pomodoro again left. We have a break of 5 minutes then. So piscis has two chamber heart, it's quivered and has gills. That's it for the piscis. Now amphibia can both live in water and uh, aquatic and as well as land. Yeah, terrestrial and aquatic. The larvae is having gills. Adult ones have lungs. Slimy skin, the eardrum on the surface of the skin. Okay, we have all that in noted down in our book with a pencil. It is difficult to remember so much. They have 5 fingers, 3 chambered heart. Okay. Again. So piscis having 2 chambers, amphibia has 3 chambers. We'll go chamber wise according to the chamber of hearts. And okay. So yeah. So we have piscis has 2 chamber having gills and aquatic, completely aquatic. They are fishes, 2 types of them, cartilaginous and bony. Sharks is cartilaginous, that's what we know. And we have in bony we have no idea what names are those. Carps, roaches, herrings and trouts, whatever it is. Let's continue. Amphibia has 3 chamber heart. It has gills in larvae stage and adult stage. It has lungs. 3 chamber heart. That's it. Then you have reptilia. Mm, lizard, snake, tortoise, or reptiles. Rivers of India. Gharial. Yeah. So leathery shell. They have a leathery shell. Amphibia has slimy shell, and they have scary skin. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Uh, okay. Reptilia, as you said, leathery shell. They have lungs. They have rough, horny scales, and 3 chamber. As I said, ventricle is partly divided. That's not to focus. Eardrum is bottom of tubular depression, cold blooded. So what they mean is that basically reptiles are cold-blooded. They have three chamber of hearts. Third three chambered. They are they lay eggs, scaly and honey skin, and cold-blooded. As I said, something is missing. They have leathery shell. Yeah, and the eardrum is inside a tubular depression. Then you have the class for AVs. AVs is like complicated stuff. So we enter into that zone. We go into four chamber hearts. It has four chamber of hearts, and it is uh, it is having warm blood. Yeah, it has having warm blood. It is eggs. It lay eggs. It has scaly legs and four chambered heart. Exoskeleton of feathers. It has lungs. Yeah, that's it. So it has lungs. It has feathery. It has feathers, and it has exoskeleton of wings, which has feathers. Okay, it's not bones. It's not cartilage. It's exoskeleton. So using that, it can fly. It has four chamber heart and warm blood. That's it. Now we have the last mammalia. We all are mammals, so we go directly into the mammalia kind of class. We humans, we lay direct birth. That's what is the main characteristic different from every single other class. Okay. We have muscular diaphragm, hair on skin. We have hairs. Okay, and we have lungs, four chamber hearts, warm blood, external ears, and yeah, that's it. Rest all is okay. It's warm blood. Okay. So we're done with mammalia as well, and we are done with the kingdom classification. Okay. This table is very important summary, and we have only 1 minute left. I can tick mark chapter 8 as well. Okay, it's done. So we are done with the most tedious chapters. Only two of them are left, but they're interesting: digestive and nutrition. Trust me, it is not boring like kingdom classification. Okay. Uh, then we have chapter 10, nutrition. Actually, I'll go with digestion first because I just love that flow of brain going into complexities. I like to fight. I like to struggle. I like to hustle. That's my energy, motivation. I love tough situations, and I love to tackle with them like a god pro max. Anyways, why do we need a digestive system, and what is it? What parts it has? Uh, the type of teeth, the diagram of teeth it has. Okay, we have to star it. It's very important. Then we have all the chemical formulas of the digestion. Okay, like enzymes and conversion of complex molecules to simple molecules. Okay, it's time for a break, guys. Let's have a break now. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. As great as the ancestors prevail, have a break. Have a Kit Kat. I know I'm really sorry for this bad camera, but I have no other option, guys. It is compulsory to bear with it. Uh, I can't change the camera settings. I don't know. It is possible. Yeah, it is possible. Okay. It is perfect. Somewhat corrected. 1980s, 1990s, that era. You can feel from this Logitech webcam. I can actually have to share this live stream. No, live screen. Why do you live scream? Hmm. I have to share the link of the live stream to others so that they can actually witness me being tortured by biology. It is quite naive of me to realize that biology was never a torture. Okay, I got the link. I'm gonna put it somewhere trustable where I can actually. I don't know where to put it. Just put it on LinkedIn, I guess. By the way, guys, I have quite reached a lot of next level performance at LinkedIn. I'm getting multiple requests and I can accept them. I have 368 connections and 372 followers. That's a good sign. That's a green signal of success. 371, sorry. And that's the current truth. Let's move on. Uh, I'll put the link over here. That's it. Please support the channel and like thank you everyone. Okay, this is me putting stuff live on LinkedIn. I'm gonna support this as love. Let's I don't know. Okay, that's not important. I need to set up the break time as well for, let's say, 5 minutes. I'm gonna put the pop up outside. The break shall not be long enough. It should be just enough. Okay, I have a lot of post impressions. I'm operating my LinkedIn in front of everyone, bro. What's happening? Okay, there is someone watching it live. Thank you for watching it live. Yeah. Anyways, mm, it's being about. It's all about being endurant with your most difficult times. So yeah, that's it. What do I say else? Biology is all about being endurant and trying to put efforts into life. Today was my history exam. It was very, very satisfying to see the paper being not that difficult because I started prepared 13 chapters for history and civics at 12 a.m. at night. I slept so late. I slept only for 2 or 3 hours and I'm continuously deprived of sleep. It's not about being like, you know, one day. It's about being 4 to 5 days no sleep, like deprived sleep, not no sleep. I need a break. Tomorrow is English literature exam. Horrifying. It's nightmare for anyone who does not like literature. And I hate literature, to be honest, because it has only storified stuff. I don't know. How can you also some people are so good at studying. They like every subject. They score so well in every subject. They are competitive in every subject. I was one of them, unfortunately, because robotics. Robotics made me go crazy because it was quite difficult. So yeah, that's what. Okay, it's time to have more of breaks. It's about I need some more break. I cannot. Come on, let's have a creased break, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's expand. Okay, need to pop it out, put it in here. That's it. So, yes, currently that's the situation. With biology, we are supposed to study without enzymes. It is all filled with so much content right now. It's just impossibly crazy to man. Well, it's not true, but still, I have to admit that biology is one of the most difficult subjects of all time. Like seriously, it's mind-boggling. It's crazy, and especially when what do I say? Biology has been the most toughest subjects of all time. But I love being in tough situations and getting out of it like a god. Anyways, let us study biology. Once more, it's time to hit off a good comeback. Let's go for a crazy, crazy level. Uh, what do you call it? Uh, we are doing digestive system right now, and might be if we get some enzymes enzyme table. Exactly what I wanted. Right. This is what is the dream life of. Okay. So while doing the digestive enzyme, it's all about being very, very sharp memory because if you see my textbook has such a big table. What is this? You see this, you get traumatized. It is, man, wow. Like, I don't know what to say. It's being sick. Wow. Unfortunately, it's time to study biology once more. And unfortunately, yeah, it is time. So let's begin. It's time to study biology, and I'm gonna start a timer for my Pomodoro. Inspired from someone. It's nice. Okay, pop it out. Put the timer on. It's time to go for a comeback. Yeah, boy. This is what to do. Yeah. Okay. So it is time to go into digestive system. As I told you, we have a lot of stuff to study, and also we have some difficult things to cover up in the syllabus. It's time to sit up better now because my current setup is very, very bad. You know, I'll tell you one thing. I study here and I sleep here, and just on the ground, being very humble, and that's it. It's just being moderately pampered. Okay, let's go back to biology. Let's go back to the digestive system. In particular, we need a digestive system because when we need to absorb nutrition and the form in which we get it, it's very complicated for our body. So to make it soluble and absorbable, it is digested, breaking down of molecules into smaller units so that they could pass through the cell membrane of the walls of the gut. Okay, that's what, very simply, that's it. Very simply. It's all about being, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, it is that way. Yeah. So, huh. We have definition of digestion one. It's a breakdown of naturally occurring food into simpler form, diffusible form, or as we said, it's a breakdown of complex molecules into simpler ones so that they could pass through the cell membrane of the walls of the gut. Enzymes are what are enzymes? Okay. There has to be a generalized definition of enzymes. I have to see that because if I get something like what are enzymes and what textbook definition is not at all general. General, like they are okay. They are proteins that act as a biological catalyst. That's what we could say right now. Nothing else. Where is that? Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what we have to open right now. Yeah. So they are proteins which are acting as a biological catalyst. They help in a key role to break down food. Alimentary canal and digestive glands are two parts. 9 meter long. Digestive system is one of the most complicated chapters. First, most stupid chapter, most tiring, and the most tedious chapter to study is the kingdom classification. Obviously, because you have a lot of stuff to learn and you have no idea, no tricks, no shortcuts of finishing my syllabus. Digestive system can be maneuvered through somehow, not kingdom classification. Okay, it's not easy. So, also, yeah, and anyways, let's continue. I don't know why I keep going there and coming back, but okay, it's habitual. Hmm. It is 9 meters long. Important characteristic. Highly coiled and very okay. It's very long and coiled. Ah, the mouth or the oral cavity जहाँ पे पहली बार खाना enter करता है, the first time where food enters, that's the oral cavity. Okay. Front limits are the upper and lower lips, and lips helping closing mouth, sipping liquids, speaking, and perceiving sensation. Okay. Muscular tongue is manipulating food, speaking, tasting, swallowing, whatnot. We need some camphor. Okay, all toppers have this. This is a piece of important machinery you need during exams to survive. Apparently, yeah, that's how. That's how you survive. That's how things go when they go bad, but still. Anyways, mouth is chewing it, tongue and teeth. It has teeth, tongue, teeth, lips. Teeth is the dentition. They break food into smaller bits. There are four types: incisor, canine, premolar, molar, and they are flat, cutting edges, broad and sharp like a chisel. Chisel, biting and cutting, that's incisor. Canine are the sharp ones, and apparently I have the sharpest canines. Yeah, see. So, anyways, that's practical knowledge you need. Very beautiful practical knowledge that I just gave. It's very, very nice. Anyways, Uh, let's go back to study. Incisor, chisel, and breaking and cutting food, okay, and canines are for tearing, holding and tearing into meat and flesh, but we are vegetarians, we don't eat much of that. Premolar are like chewing, crushing, and grinding the food, and bicuspid, two cusps it has, and molar are the last three teeth each jaw. What are the use of molars? Grinder and crusher. Premolars help in grinding and crushing, but molars are the primary grinders and crushers. So, the last molar is the wisdom tooth, which comes in the age 70 to 20. And because the human teeth are of different types, it's called heterodont. Heterodont, different teeth. Okay, and there's a formula for this. Quarter. So 2102, 2102, 2102, 2102. How much is that? 2 to 4 to 6 to 4, 4, 6, 10. 10 plus 10, 20. So, 1/4 of the teeth, 1/4 of a jaw, formula is given for that. For children, it's 2102. Adolescents, it's 2122. Adult is 2123. So, we have 32 teeth over here, 28 over there, and 20 over there. Now, understand how it happens. Match the following. Structure of a truth. Sorry. I am in complete shock right now. You need camphor to it. So, I don't know how it's being addicted to drugs. I don't know. But it's not drugs, it's camphor. So, okay. That's how it feels like to be in two live streams together. Okay, session is done. It has been streamed since 50. Yeah. Okay. So this man is on a break. Let me continue the tasks. Let me continue my work. It's time to draw the diagram of a teeth. I know you can't see it, but yeah, it's time. So basically, you need to be drawing something like this, and over here you need to draw something like this. Very bad drawing, but please forgive me for this crying of hurting artists. But okay, fine. I can't help it. Anyways. So we get this is the crown, this is the root, this is cementum. Please forgive my writing, but I'm in a little bit of hurry right now. It's just being scared and frightened, scared the freak out of my heart, and because the exam is going to be very hard. This is the jawbone. I don't know what to do with this. It's just a rough diagram. Cementum, jawbone, root, pulp. Pulp is what? Okay, the pulp is inside part. Okay, we have what we have. Okay, we have the enamel, we have the dentine, and we have the pulp. Okay, so it's pulp, it's dentine. Dentine is over here, and the topmost is enamel. Lovely. Enamel, dentine, and pulp. Enamel is an ivory, hardest substance in the body. Dentine is harder in the bone and not as dense and hard as the enamel. Okay, anyways, it's time to put in some water. We are having huge The camera fell down. Yeah, right. So cementum. Okay, periodontal membrane. What is that? No idea. Dentine is the bulk of the tooth. It is harder than bone, not as hard as enamel. It has minute canals through which strands of cytoplasm go into the pulp. Hmm. Okay. Cementum is bone-like structure fixing the root in position. Pulp is the soft connective tissue, and it is consists of blood capillaries, lymph vessels, and nerve fibers. Through okay, basically it's a soft connective tissue. It has central space in the tooth and blood capillary lymph and nerve. That's what nourishment of the tooth. It gives the nourishment. Okay, the teeth is surviving like an alive masterpiece. Yes, yes. Right. Hmm. Uh, we are live over here. It's not, I am very confused right now. What to do? Cementum is bone-like structure. We got the pulp. We got now the salivary glands. It has parotid, submandibular, and sublingual. Have to be very traumatized by these words, but please bear with me. Parotid is beneath each ear. Parotid. Submandibular is in the cheeks, inside, inner side, close to the inner side of lower jaw on each side. Lower jaw, inner sides, each side. That's submandibular. Sublingual is below the tongue, and yeah. Okay. Now we got the three types of salivary glands. Now it's time to have saliva. It is slightly acidic. Please bear with it. It is acidic and it has 99% of water, salt as some percentage, mucus, and the first enzyme. The first enzyme of the day, we are completely traumatized by this. It's called, I make a table over here, salivary amylase. Please bear with the writing. I don't know what am I doing, but yeah. Okay. What goes and what comes out? I think starch goes and maltose comes out. Let me see. So saliva lubricates food. It lubricates the inner side of the cavity of mouth and facilitates speaking and swallowing. Acts as solvent, help food particles to combine together as bolus and convert starch to maltose. Yeah, I'm correct. Maltose is disaccharide, but it's a later syllabus. Cleans the mouth and tends to destroy germs. Fine. It has salt as well, and mucus as well, so it is obvious. It's a feeling of thirst, and I am thirsty right now. So SARS has a lot of stuff. Saliva has a lot of functions. And we have swallowing and peristalsis. The palate of mouth, bolus inside. Larynx, it pulled upward. Flap called epiglottis closes the opening and food only goes through the esophagus. It has no enzymes, it has nothing. It has muscular tube, throat to stomach. It does not produce any enzyme, as I said. It consists of, it conducts peristalsis. It has that motion of a wave passing down and relaxing as the food passes down. That's what it is, I guess. Yeah. Circular muscles pushing the food around. As the wave passes, the circular muscles relax. Yeah, as I told, it occurs through all regions of the gut. Mucus is slimy fluid lubricating the food. Now it comes to stomach, and stomach has a lot of enzymes, but less as compared to the intestine and the pancreas. So don't even underestimate anything else. It is that hard. Elastic bag, 3 liter, highly muscular, churn food, pyrolus, sphincter. I have the diagram as well. Okay, sublingual, submandibular, parotid, buccal cavity, esophagus, cardiac sphincter, pylorus sphincter, spleen, stomach, diaphragm, uh, pancreas, liver. Hmm. It is a huge list of that. Please don't be. My God, this is so complicated. My God, man. I have to finish this before 5 minutes. At least I come to small intestine. So cardiac sphincter, backflow into esophagus, reverse liver muscular contraction. Okay, gastric is inner lining of stomach. Okay, secreted by the inner lining of stomach. Highly acidic, salt, hydrochloric, pepsin. Kills germs, activate pepsinogen. 20% in the peptides. Uh, who produces gastric juice? That's a good question. Who produces I hope it's a stomach. Okay, stomach is a digestive fluid. Oh, sorry. Stomach produces. Okay. Okay, stomach only secretes it. That's it. So pepsinogen, then we have pepsinogen. Let's go and flow. Pepsinogen with the help of HCl becomes pepsin. Proteins become peptides after going into pepsin. This is the first encounter of proteins with you know it's the first encounter of something other than starch being digested. Sorry, I have to go through the book is over here. Yeah. Then we have prorenin converted to renin by HCl, and we have casein, the milk protein, to renin to paracesin. It's happened only in childs, not in adults. Okay. Small intestine is 7 meters long. So out of the 9 meters, 7 by 9 meter is 7 by 9 is the small intestine. It has nothing else, but the rest all is so small. How can you compare it? Okay, 7 meters long, 2.5 meter wide, centimeter, 2.5 centimeters wide. And okay, it's time to see the live chat on Zoom. Okay. Anyways, hmm, it's 11:10. I have not completed the syllabus yet. It's very very long. 12 fingers line duodenum, bile duct open into this part, jejunum empty after death, ileum 4 meters long, 2 meter here, 4 meter here, 6 meter, and yeah, it's approximately 7 meters. Ileum means twisting. Hmm. Okay, it has villi finger projections. Villi has its own diagram: epithelium, capillaries, artery, vein, hepatic portal vein, lymphatic duct. That's all it has. Lymph vessel called lacteal. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Two things are secreted inside the small intestine. I'll go through it quickly. Yellow, green, watery liver, bile juice, hepatic with cystic to form common bile duct. Hepatic comes from the liver, cystic comes from the gallbladder, and it has a common bile duct. That's what it is. Hepatic, cystic, common bile. Hepatic, cystic, common. Hepatic, cystic. My God, it's so strong. Biliverdin, bilirubin, makes it yellow. Breakdown of worn out RBCs. Bile salts make it alkaline and reduce surface tension. Emulsify. Hmm. Fat becomes emulsified fat. Okay. Timer over. It's time to. It's time to have a break. Like a real break. So I will basically go for a 5 minute nap. That's what I do. So that's it for this short live stream. It's time to go for a sleep. Hmm. shaken. Actually, it's too much tiring to continue till such a long time. I'll do one thing. I'll take the textbook and print it over here because I cannot study. I'm standing so much. I'm wasting energy and I'm tired faster. Yeah, I'll wash my face and come and fill a water bottle, isn't it? So yeah. Uh, water bottle. Yeah. Or empty. We need some camphor. Let's go. Okay, guys. Sorry for the short delay. It's almost an hour since my live stream started. It is In fact, somewhat difficult. My God, my. Uh, hmm. I need some tips regarding. We haven't started the Pomodoro, right? Okay. Hmm. Let's take it out. Hmm. Fine. Let's continue with the bile juice. And it is secreted by the liver and stored in the pancreas. Sorry, it's stored in the gallbladder. Pancreatic juice is made in the pancreas. It has three enzymes: amylopsin, trypsin, and trypsin. Amylopsin, trypsin, trypsin. Bile makes fat into emulsified fat. Now, in the duodenum itself, the uh, trypsin converts emulsified fat to fatty acid in glycerol. Trypsin converts protein and polypeptide to small peptide and amino acids. Amylopsin or pancreatic amylase starts to maltose. Then we have intestinal juice in the ileum. Erepsin, maltase, sucrase, lactase. Intestinal lipase converts fat to fatty acid and glycerol. Lactase converts lactose to glucose and galactose. Sucrase is sucrose to glucose and fructose. Maltase is maltose to glucose. Resin is protein to mm, yeah, protein and peptide to amino acids. So I am somewhat done with the table. Let me revise it mentally. In the mouth we have the salivary amylase or latalin. It converts starch to the maltose. Yeah, right. Now in stomach, as we go down deeper, in stomach the walls of stomach secrete um, gastric juices. It contains HCl, salt, and pepsin. So the pepsin actually is in the form of pepsinogen, and the HCl acts as activator. It activates pepsinogen and it becomes pepsin. And then proteins are digested by pepsin to make peptides. Okay, I hope I'm saying correct. Yeah, right. Then inside the duodenum, after that, the there is a gateway. What the name is? It's a sphincter, pylorus sphincter. Duodenum enters, and we have the common bile duct, which secretes the bile juice. Bile juice has bile salts as well. Bile juice converts fat to emulsified fats, and bile salt it reduces the surface tension and break into tiny droplets, emulsification of fats, and bile salts basically they make it alkaline from acidic. So after the acidic churning of food in the stomach, it becomes alkaline in the duodenum by the bile salt. So after the bile has done its work, the pancreas secretes its pancreatic juice. Now it contains a lot of stuff. First is amylopsin, trypsin, and then stepsin. Amylopsin is pancreatic amylase which converts leftover starch. I guess it is leftover starch. Nah, amylopsin. Yeah, okay, it's leftover starch. I was correct. To maltose. Then we have trypsin, which converts peptides and polypeptides, proteins and polypeptides too, smaller peptides and amino acids. We have trypsinogen, eh, which is activated by enterokinase. Okay, then you have the stepsin, which converts fats to fatty acid and glycerol, emulsified fat to fatty acid glycerol. So yeah, that's it. Then after the duodenum has passed, we come into the ileum. Ileum has another set of juices in itself. First is the erepsin. Erepsin. Hmm. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, it is erepsin. Okay. Erepsin converts peptide to amino acids. Again, erepsin is protein enzyme. Now, maltase converts maltose to glucose. Sucrase converts sucrose to glucose fructose. Lactase converts lactose to glucose and galactose. Emulsified fat is converted to fatty acid glycerol by intestinal lipase, and yeah, apparently that's what is the intestinal juice doing. It is secreted from the uh, intestinal glands between villi. Yeah. Then we have okay amino acids and all of those simple sugars, small in size, so they absorb through thin epithelium of the villi. They reach the capillaries of the blood and they reach the liver through hepatic portal vein. Fatty acid glycerol are absorbed by the lymph and ultimately it empties itself into blood. So it takes 4 hours to enter into large intestine. It has four parts. So it has cecum is a pouch junction of small and large intestine. It has a vermiform appendix, which is vestigial organ. Hmm. We have three types of colon: ascending, transverse, and descending colon. And we have the rectum, the last part, 15 centimeter long, which opens into the anus. Circular muscle sphincter to keep it closed, except while passing bowels. So yeah, that's a different story. We have functions. Large intestine has no enzyme, but has absorbing much of water and converts into feces. Feces, yeah. 75% water, 25% solid waste, 30% bacteria, 10 to 20% fat, 2-3% proteins, 30% of it. So, that's nice. Now we have another few pages of study. Like now a complete digestion. Now I'll be halfway through the journey. Chapter 11 complete. So we'll have 4, 5, 18, 19, 8, 13, 11. So we have 10, 7, 2, 3, 9. Okay, this is a tough journey. It is not easy. I have not even started a Pomodoro. So bad. It's not even 15. Okay, it has been 10 minutes. I'll go with this one. Hmm. Okay. So you go through all this and then you have the assimilation of food. Separate in water. Sugar, amino acid, vitamin, mineral are carried to the liver by hepatic portal vein. Excess glucose becomes glycogen. It is stored in the liver, cause of glycogenesis, and when it needs to be converted back to glucose, glycogenolysis. Genesis, genolysis. That's the only difference. Okay, and puts it back into circulation. Glucose is required in the body, source of energy in cellular respiration. Amino acids, okay, they cannot be stored, so they need to be deaminified. Deamination. Nitrogen containing amino is converted into urea and excreted, and remaining part from glucose, which can be utilized. Okay, urea and glucose, two separate stuff. Hmm. Fatty acid and glycerol, intestinal villi and lymphatic system. Thoracic duct of lymphatic system empties into large veins. Thoracic duct into heart. Hmm. Liver is the largest gland, 1.5 kg, and certain experiments on digestion. We have another. Hmm. Hmm. Experiments on starch, action of saliva on starch. We need to do the experiments as well. It's going to be very tough. 1 gram of it under water. Mm. Hmm. So it means that we take 100 ml of water and put some starch food. Then first when we do the starch test with iodine, and the other one we have the water and the starch with also some saliva. So at 38 degrees Celsius, if we keep it, then we'll see the starch results. This will be having starch, but this will have no starch. In it will have sugar and pepsin. So we take the white of an egg, stir it in water, boil the mixture, filter to glass bowl, cloudy liquid, only pepsin, only HCl, HCl, pepsil, and HCl and boiled pepsin. So Only in third one, with HCl and Pepsin, it will work. And with the acidity in that. Effect of acidity on enzyme reaction. Hmm. Glucose to a blue-green chemical failing solution. Tilt the test tube away from you. Heat it over a flame. Color would change to deep brick red. Failing solution is used. Failing solution. Starch. Iodine solution. Ki and 1 drop, 1 gram I and 1 gram Ki. Hmm. Protein test. We did nitric acid. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I'm quite done with it. Let me. Okay, let's see 11 is done. And I need a break after 11 chapter because it's very difficult to maintain flow in my brain state. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 chapters still left to cover. It's a huge, difficult journey. Let's go with the cell and tissues. Cell will do. Hmm. 2, 3, 7, 9. Okay, we can start with the cell. I'm gonna be awake till 1 o'clock. So I'll go and splash some cold water in my eyes. I don't know. I just feel like sleeping. Hmm.